Well, here we are at day 14. A couple of decent-sized blunders, but on the whole, I think we're sitting pretty. I'm not too concerned. Yeah, yesterday was a big whiff, and I guess a blended Scotch when it was a 15-year-old single malt. If you unsubscribe right now, I get it. I get it. No offense. I won't be offended in any way, shape, or form. So, if that was your last video, it's cool, man. It's cool. I'm just playing. Don't you ever fucking unsubscribe. Anyways, let's just move forward like it never happened. Day 14. Yes, sirree. There you are. Coolio. How are things? Everybody doing well? When does family start to show up? Ooh. That went away fast. Jesus. It's like they didn't even exist. Oof. Okay. The lower ABV ones are harder. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot less going. Because the alcohol brings flavor for me. And if the things are awfully subtle because it's so watered down, then I just have a much harder time. I don't know if I'm just making up excuses, or have you experienced that before? That is a sherried whiskey. It's a nice color. Nice, like mildly tarnished gold. Bit of amber in there. It's definitely sherried. I don't think we're in America. I'll definitively say once I get it inside me. But yeah, this sherry notes kind of like I always get it like it's like a stewed fruit, red fruits mostly, and I sometimes get a bit of a sulfury vibe. I'm getting a little bit here. Sometimes I get a bit of a new toy rubbery type note with certain sherries. After I let it kind of sit and be itself for a second, it's starting to burn the nostrils, like Sex Panther by Odeon. It's made out of bits of real panther, so you know it's good. It's quite pungent. Formidable scent. I'm getting like a chocolate-covered orange. Floral. Kind of like a pastry, some baked goods, maybe some like cookies. Not shortbread. Shortbread is kind of indicative to more Irish vibes for me. Although I do have Bushmills Black Bush. That's sherried. And it's Irish. But we'll see. And I like it. Oh, Cambe. Okay. That's alright. Cherried. Definitely spicy, like baking spices, like your cinnamons and nutmegs. The finish is pleasant. It's got a nice balance of sweetness and bitterness. Decently long. It's not bad. Getting some tobacco as well. What are you? I do. Well, shoot. That's. Oh, man. This is hard. Okay. Initial thoughts. My initial thought was the Black Bush, but the Black Bush is 40% ABV, is it not? Butt list. Irish. Yeah, it's 40%. I think this is higher than 40%, but just barely. So it is a fairly low ABV. Well, fairly low ABV. I mean, I could be wrong, because I'm still getting a bit of a tingle on my tongue, which leads me to my second initial guess. So I think I might be taking the Bushmills off the table, and I might be going to... I have a Aberlour 12-year-old that's 48%, I believe, which is I think... Is it 48? Where are you, sucker? Yeah, I have an Aberlour 12-year-old that's 48%. Normally that shit's like, what, 43? And in certain places, they've upped it to 48, and I managed to wrangle one. So that could be it. But it doesn't taste as hot as 48. But if this one Advent calendar, not this one, if this series of Advent calendar videos have taught us anything, or me anything, my tolerance for high ABVs has increased. So what I think is low turns out to be a lot higher than that. The sherry's really coming out now. I gave it a pretty good swish, and sorry if you heard that. And if it was 48% ABV, it would be giving me a nice battle in my mouth. Mouth battle. So maybe I'm taking that Aberlour off the table. So, going down the list, it could be Tamdu 12, 43, very well could be. I think it's a little too light on the color to be the Royal Brockla or the Glencairn PX finish. Speyburn 15's off the table. Ooh, a Benriach 12. It's not the 10 is the smoky 10, right? So, but I don't really care for Benriach as a whole, really. It's one of the few distilleries that I just don't, that has never connected with me. Worm Tub, this 56.2, so I don't think that's it. I guess we can look at the blends. Spice Tree? No, Spice Tree's not sherried, is it? Didn't think so. Didn't think so. Naked Malt. Formerly the Naked Grouse. Okay. But that's only 40%. This feels hotter than 40%. Yeah, I think that's hotter than 40%. So that means Naked Malt's off the table, Black Bush is off the table. Man, I don't know. Could this be Irish? Oh, I'm getting like a butterscotch fudge in there now. Oh, buddy, that's good. Okay. Shit. Goodness. Now my brain's like thinking, hey, could be the Highland Park 12-year-old. 43%. It's sherried, right? Right? But I remember having a little bit more of like there is a sliver of smoke in there, and I'm not getting any of that in this. Or am I? Fudge. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do Highland Park, 12-year-old, 43% ABV. It's the Bunnahabhain 12-year-old, 46.3. Man, I love that stuff. How couldn't I get it? I love this stuff. Ah, shit. Well, our chances of hitting 7 is getting fewer and fewer by the day, but whatever. We're having a good time, and that's all this is about, really. So, let's just put this one in the books and put it behind us, and I'll see you tomorrow.